Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. Today we're going to be talking about Taiwan. Oh, you guys are going to love this one, or not. I get responses that are positive and negative. Just so long as people keep it within reason. You know, don't attack other people. Don't call other people down. Try not to swear too much, and your comments will be left up. YouTube delete some of them, and yes, I will delete them if they're threatening in any way. Anyway, back to the Taiwan thing, guys. All right, so you gotta remember the history of mainland China. The KMT government was the post-World War II government here in mainland China, and after World War II, the communists and the KMT went at her in a civil war. And everybody knows the Chinese Communist Party actually won that civil war. And the KMT sort of ran away and ended up on Taiwan Island. All right, well, that's fine. But you see, Taiwan Island is Chinese soil. Exactly. So would the losers of a civil war anywhere in the world be allowed to just go back to a corner of that country and just stay there? I think not. That would be basically like Louisiana. Let's pick on Louisiana because it's so easy. Louisiana was rebel territory back in the Civil War, the United States Civil War. Okay. If Louisiana lost, do you think that the United States as a whole would allow Louisiana to still be Louisiana? Like, seriously, you tell me. Do you think Louisiana would still be able to be rebel Louisiana, wearing the gray suits and having slaves and all of these different things? Absolutely not. So what would happen if that was true and Louisiana was Louisiana and it was a rebel stronghold and it was on American soil and China was supplying Louisiana with arms to defend itself against the United States? Because that's exactly what you've got going on right now, is Taiwan is buying arms off the United States to defend itself against mainland China. Yeah. The losers of the Civil War are getting backed by the United States. But you see, the United States doesn't recognize Taiwan as a country. It recognizes China as the ruler of China. Okay, well, that's good too. So they recognize China, but they supply Taiwan with arms. All right, that's fine. And what do you think? This is a question for everybody out there. What do you think would happen if Taiwan was not interested in buying arms off of the United States, not supplying money to the United States military complex? No missiles, no tanks, no ships, no nothing. They're not going to buy guns or nothing off you, but they want you to protect them. What would happen? Do you think the United States would lose interest in Taiwan like they did in Afghanistan? Do you think that they would lose interest in Taiwan like they did in Syria? Left the Kurds high and dry, those poor bastards. Do you think that they would lose interest like they did in Vietnam back in the 70s? What do you think? Would Taiwan still be that shining, good, glorious place if Taiwan would not spend one penny on American arms? Good question, eh? Another question for everybody out there. Do you think, because Taiwan has been relying on the United States big brother, that if something goes wrong, that the United States will come running in like a white knight in shining armor to save them from the big bad Chinese military complex? Do you think that they're having second thoughts after seeing what's gone on since, well, the Trump administration just turning their backs on the Kurds in Syria? Do you think that they're a little concerned now that they saw what happened to Afghanistan here just a couple days ago? do you think that they still have the confidence in the United States of America to back them if something goes wrong? And you've got to understand, guys and girls, Afghanistan was a ragtag army with AK-47s and a will to beat the living bejesus out of these guys. Yeah, okay, you got to understand that if the United States of America can't beat a ragtag army like the Taliban in Afghanistan, how the hell are they going to take on a country of 4.4 billion people with as much armaments, a larger navy? It just doesn't make sense. So do you think that the United States has the heart to actually back Taiwan? They can talk the talk, but do you think that they can actually walk the walk of battling China over a small island like Taiwan? And Taiwan is a KMT that lost the civil war in China, so actually they shouldn't even be there. I have another question for you. Do you think that the people of Taiwan, would look at China the same way as they do look at China today if it wasn't for the influence of the Americans in their politics in Taiwan? And what do I mean by that? The school curriculum, plotting Taiwan against mainland China, doing all the subversive stuff that the Americans do to change the minds of people through mainstream media, through education, and yes, education in elementary, middle, and high school, university classes, things like this, telling how their life is so much better. You've got a number of questions here that I don't want to get run over here on a corner. You got to, and I'm not wearing my helmet. Damn, there's police everywhere. So you've got to ask yourself, is Taiwan making the right decisions in their making of friends in the world that helps them be who they are? Should they be making more local friends? Should they be talking with mainland China and trying to work this out rather than arming themselves to the nuts with American arms, spending billions and billions of dollars to defend themselves against China, where maybe they should be making deals with mainland China and learning how to live as Chinese people like they've always been. Because all the people in Taiwan are Chinese people, unless they were the indigenous people that were there before. And I would imagine there were indigenous people there before. It just goes to figure, guys. So is China and Taiwan on a collision course? Is Taiwan and China going to reconcile? Is China and Taiwan going to go to war? And if that war happens, is the United States up to being a part of that war? What do you think? Anyway, this one's a little different, guys? But you gotta love the drive through the city of Nanning. This is one of my, you've seen this in other videos that I've done. This is one of my favorite streets in the whole city. They've got trees. It's just, they tore down a lot of the stuff here and put up a couple of big major high-rises, but it's just still one of those streets that when you get under the trees, especially in the summertime when it's hotter than a $5 pistol outside, it is nice in here. Sort of a calming, quiet little area. Away from the hustle and bustle. Yes, there are places in mainland China that don't have the hustle and bustle. And I think we're going to be going to one of those here in the next couple of days. I think we're off to Bombaland, where they have more centurions, I think is how you call it. I wasn't looking at the pretty girl. People over the age of 100 years old per capita than anywhere else in the world. Wow. So something to look forward to. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60 from behind number 8 hospital in mainland China, Nanning City, the capital city of Guangxi. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to resubscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. And whatever you do, don't forget to put a couple bucks on the Children's Patron account. It's for a good cause. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now.